Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? What's happening, people? Tino Montagna. What's going on, people, man? Yo, where's the love at? What's happening? What is going on? Yeah, you know what? Someone needs to actually do some bars for these songs that I've gotten here, man. Because some of the beats are fire, man. Some of them are really good, man. I've just been sat listening to it whilst just before I was going live. The last song before this one now, I was like, that's a fire song. Yeah, we've had to put down that this is not a pre-recorded stream. I don't get how people work that out. You know, with the super chats in the real time. Look at the clock. Look at your own watches. All right. And then look at the stream. And then, but I get it. It's because the broker has different times. I get that completely. The broker on my platform is based in Moscow. Like the server's based in Moscow. What more do you need? I can understand why people challenge it. But man, surely it's not pre-recorded, man. Oh, Ethereum is just gapped down. Nice. Let's just have a look at what's going on. Before we carry on, guys, what's going on, people? Where we at, man? How we doing? So is this pre-recorded? So if it says it's not pre-recorded, then surely you can't think that it is pre-recorded. I mean, come on. Hunting. Yep, I'm guessing a lot of people have been hunting. We've got a lot to discuss about this, man. Pat, hands up, man. You know it, bro. It looks like she's going for the head and shoulders. But how many times have we caught Ethereum like this? But there's some things that we need to acknowledge that we haven't seen before. This is what I'm here to do today. Today, we're going to be looking at something that we haven't seen in a little while by Ethereum, which is effectively giving the clues as to what could happen next. All right? But before we do all that, let me just acknowledge where people are at. Yep, had a little bit of a break. You know, you kind of work out if you have recovered, you know, if you're not tired after your break. And yeah, I'm still shattered, man. I'm fatigued. I'm out, you know. Tomorrow I'm going to make an attempt to try and, at some point, try and fit some time in the gym. Is it likely? No, but I do have an announcement to make. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day. It's going to be quiet in the morning because I said I would acknowledge something, right? I did say, if the Discord collectively has earned over $500,000, then I would go and get the logo, the Traders Reality logo, and the pattern tattooed. And guess what? I had it booked, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're getting that tattoo done. I'm honoring my end of the bet. Okay? Got a few other things to honor as well. I've got the shoes ordered, okay, for the winners for the Instagram. I've got the Patreon winner as well, okay? And we're going to be doing some more giveaways as well. So we've got things happening for you guys, all right? Going to be doing a whole channel giveaway, all right? So I'm going to be giving away another one of those pairs of shoes, the golden ones. Got golden hues shoes ordered as well. So it's all good now. It's all good. We're just going to sit back and wait. They are handmade, guys, so remember they take a little while, all right? But Sonny Biggs, he got his pair of shoes and he put that up in the Discord, so that's awesome. But yeah, man, tomorrow you're going to get a little video on me getting the tattoo patterned to me. You know, this is something, I mean, it's the right thing to do for me, you know, because the Traders Reality logo, the pattern itself, you know, it's what we are all about. And I'm my biggest advocate. You know, I have to support my, you know, what I'm trying to do. And I've always wanted to get it, and I was always waiting for that moment. And I believe that the Discord has collectively earned more than $500,000 collectively. All right, it has to be over $1 million now. I know people are making cake, not just on Pancake Swap. I'm talking about cake. I know a couple of you guys will understand what I'm saying. Where's Sack Trades at, man? Real Noriega, what's happening? Chuck, where you at, bro? You know, I know some of you guys are on that. Does Tino cry? Nah, man, I've already got about 8-9 tattoos anyway, so that ain't going to be a problem. So I'm all good. Terrence, I'm exactly with you. Can't trust Ethereum. You can't trust her. Sack trades, man. Yeah, man. Steve-O, what's good, man? Gets it on my forehead. What a guy. PC Shed, what's happening, my friend? Are you all good, man? You know what, guys? Don't, only get tattoos if they have a symbolism to you, if they mean something to you. At the end of the day, we're marking ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be symbolic. I mean, I'm trying to work out where to get the pattern. The pattern itself, I don't know where to put it. The forehead might actually be an option. All right? So yeah, that's where it's at tomorrow. So you're going to get a little video just to prove it. Prove that it's not pre-recorded. Well, actually, that shit will be pre-recorded. I mean, if I go live, then you're going to hear me scream like a little virgin, but I've got to edit some of that shit out, man. I've got to be careful. Oh, my days. All right, and cool. Guys, listen. JC, God bless you, my friend. Thank you, man. Okay. Why do I keep seeing this Wayne Rooney name, man? I keep seeing it all over the place. Oh, John. Is this my first tattoo? No. This will be my 10th tattoo. 10th tattoo, man. Put it on the dominant hand or the arm that makes the trades. To be honest with you, I never look at my mouse when I'm placing the trade. Ultimately, I need to get a mirror in front of me and then look at myself before I place a trade and say, what does the market maker want the retail trader to think? And if I look at the pattern and I feel the slightest bit of hesitation, I ain't going to place the trade. It makes sense. These little things, these impressionable things that people do, like affirmations, however you decide to do it, incantations, whatever. All right. If you impress something in the mind that much, it doesn't know the difference between it. You've heard me say it before. You stand on top of a building. All right. The law of gravity will apply whether you're a good person or a bad person. You walk off, you will drop. Simple. All right. And the same goes with affirmations and incantations, whatever you say to yourself continuously. Rise, retrace, continuation. The pattern. Wait for confirmation. Wait for this. Wait for that. Fuck, you guys must be losing your mind. But you understand something. You understand that once you get what I'm trying to get across to you, then the rest is on you. Then all that is left for you to do is to place the trade, because ultimately you can have everything that you need to effectively make the decision to place the trade. But it all boils down to pressing that button. Once you press that button, end of. You cannot do anything else other than close the trade. Okay? Anton, listen, man. You've got to understand. If you're placing trades and you're doing well, and then you're not doing well, welcome to variance. Surely you can't think that you're going to keep winning. Okay? But you need to understand why you lose. If you don't understand why you're losing, okay, and you can only put it down to the concept of variance, if you've applied everything correctly and you still lose, welcome to variance. Remember, if you shove pre-flop with a pair of aces, statistically you are ahead with the best hand. Pre-flop, all in. Okay, statistically you are ahead. If you do that 100 times, aces are going to win 80% of the time. Okay, that's pre-flop. If you place trades over a period of time, okay, if this strategy, which has been demonstrated to have a success rate of about 80 to 85%, over the longer period of time, you're going to see a positive result. All right, if you're saying to me after 3-4 trades, I mean, boy, you're not giving me a sample size. Come back to me and tell me you've placed 200 to 300 trades and now you're experiencing a drawdown. Look at it like this. How much easier is it to digest a loss or a series of losses when you've given yourself a target of hitting at least 500 executable trades, okay? And if you've been profitable on 300 of those trades and now you're experiencing losses and you're down and you're losing, and so far you've now had 75 losses, you will be okay with that. Why? Because you know you've got 200 winning trades behind you, and you know that over a prolonged period of time and executing it as a sample size, you know you're going to be winning in the long run. So effectively, the variance is the dip in the equity curve, and then it turns back up. That's what you need to understand. Understanding variance in this game is going to help you make systematical and objective decisions, which, if you guys have been buying the book for Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, all right, he will help you understand probability. Probability is understanding that uncertainty will always be present. Look how many times we've actually decided to think that, Ethereum should be showing this as an M, or this should be a head and shoulders, or this, and it's just completely gone against us. Well, welcome to variance. If you're not okay with that, this game isn't for you. Simple as. Ahmed, God bless you, man. Thank you. And iPhoto, thank you very much for becoming a member. Does the market take turns? Now Link is pumping. Mamba for life. Okay, I think that's the first question you've ever asked, my friend, because you're normally putting up coins. All right? Now you want knowledge. Good. So, does the market take turns? The marketplace is designed for money to move from one spot to the next. That is it. The mechanism of the marketplace, whether it's Forex, whether it's bonds, whether it's futures, is designed to move money from one pool to another. That is it. All right? The idea is to take money from one pool that's at one point and move it across to another and realize a profit in between. That's all you're doing. Okay? If Link is rising, great. If cake is dropping, Baker is dropping, what else is dropping? XRP, Bitcoin. If those are all dropping, but Ethereum is rising, all right, something sinister is happening. All right? Are we going through a transitional movement in the marketplace? Look at what happened today. I had a conversation with Mike Dutch. By the way, Mike Dutch has lost his voice. The liquid gold voice has gone. Mike hasn't got a voice anymore, guys. He has to whisper. Called him on the phone today and he was like, I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? He's like, he's lost his voice. Which I believe that's really his true voice, the way he sounds now. I think his normal voice is something out of Universal Studios that he plugs in, like no different to some Stephen Hawking mechanism, where he's, I don't know, something. Sorry if I just hotted out the mic there. Excuse me. Let me reverse that down a little bit. Cool. But yeah, I hope you can hear me, Mike. Here you go. There you go. Chloroseptic, man. Mike's got chloroseptic. There you go. If it's not Rona. Nah, he ain't Rona. Yeah, he did tell me about his conversation he had with you last night, man. Crazy. For once, I was actually asleep. Barry White of podcasts. Agreed. Mike is the Barry White of podcasts. All right, and cool. So, let's have a conversation, guys. Let's get to the plan. Let's understand what's going on with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Firstly, we're going to address Ethereum, then I'm going to go straight into Bitcoin, okay? And XRP as well, because all three are very important, all right? We need to understand something, all right? We're going to go back to last week, all right? Last week, what happened, all right? Last week, we expected, as normal, okay? Let me go to Bitcoin first so you guys understand the context that I'm trying to explain, all right? Bitcoin last week formed effectively the pullback out of the peak formation. Remember, whenever we see a peak formation, we always expect price to rise out and then pull back. There's your first pullback, all right? Which we understand as level 1, okay? Price needs to stay above the peak formation and continue out to the upside and recover this previous zone, which effectively would confirm the peak formation. It would lock it in and confirm level 1. Happy days, all right? Likewise, the same happened with XRP. We come back here. There's XRP. Same time as Bitcoin. Pulled back. Actually, didn't she pulled back, but she stayed within this zone here. Okay? Now, what actually happened after that? Well, Bitcoin, she made a high, printed effectively an M formation, and then she pulled back. Drop, rise level 1, drop. Are we expecting a move back to the 50 EMA level 2 drop peak formation? Who knows? Let's wait and see what happens. As I said, we always need to wait for confirmation. You can see my zones that I'm projecting for Bitcoin in the near term. All right. The only basis of these projections playing out will be if Bitcoin comes above the 50 EMA. The 50 EMA is your gospel. The 50 EMA is what you need in order to determine whether or not you make an entry. Notice how all the pumps away from the 50 EMA price is either going to continue to the upside or go to the downside. Notice, if you're simply just going to take the bounce off the 50 EMA right here, rise out the zone, there's your profit, retrace back to the 50, wait a bit, price rises out of the 50, comes back down, okay? Price is now pulled away from the 50, it needs to retrace back in, okay? Notice where the EMA is at, the 200 and the 800 EMA. The 200 and the 800 EMA have yet to cross. I ideally need to see the 800 to cross below the 200, all right? And the 50 to continue and curve, have some curvature to the upside, all right? We need to wait and see what happens. But what I'm trying to get at is this. Whilst Bitcoin is forming this pattern here, no different to what it was doing here, Ethereum was rising, okay? And that's exactly the same thing that XRP was doing. Whilst Ethereum was rising, Bitcoin and XRP were pulling back. Look at XRP now. Here are the zones. There you go. There's a previous zone that we projected earlier on. Okay, she's actually come back and hit that. Although it was quite a small zone to come back to, 9 times out of 10, she's always going to come back and visit that candle. And she's done exactly just that. All right, I'll be posting that to the patrons later on tonight to help them understand how you can exploit pullbacks to the 50 EMA. All right, that's another strategy that I feel like everyone should, try and experiment with. All right, because I feel like, there are people that are coming into these streams that have been coming for a long time. There are some now variations of the patterns that you can take, but they are quite risky. And it's all down to your ability and your understanding of this strategy on how well they play out. Okay, so here we go. Right then. That Malik, thank you very much, my friend. Okay then, so let me get back to explaining what's going on. So these are the zones here for XRP. I'm going to go into each one in detail later on. But what I'm trying to get at is this. Ethereum right now, okay? Very symbolic in today's price action, all right? I shared it to the patrons and into the Discord as well. And I mentioned that although Ethereum was breaking out to the upside, she was always going to test the 3,500. Always. Okay? But what was the trigger for me to tell me whether or not this M formation was going to hold? Was if this candle, at the point of it breaking, if this candle closed strong and continued higher. Look at the next candle. It didn't do that. It spiked down to the low, came back up. The next candle was the climatic fake move to the upside. It was the New York reversal candle. Look at the 15-minute time frame. What do we see? Here we go. There you go. New York reversal. Induce the shorts at the high, spike the high, retrace back down. There's your second confirmation candle, drop. New York reversal initiated. Okay, stopping volume coming into play, drop. Stopping volume, drop. They don't want it to go higher, they want it to go lower. Bang, drop, drop, drop. Came down to the 200 EMA, regulated. Okay, and then look what happened. She's now trailing upwards. What are we effectively forming? It appears to me that we could be forming the head and shoulders formation that we have been effectively waiting for Ethereum to complete. Now, if you look at Ethereum's price action now compared to what she has been doing in the past, you'll understand something. Most of the selling candles that you see here, the vector candles appearing at the highs. The vector candles appearing at the highs is the first clue. It's telling me that now the market makers have effectively absorbed enough liquidity and they've got so many people committed. They've got people that thought Ethereum was going to go short. They've turned them into guys going long now. Everyone has been initiated into the moon boy phase. And now the market maker is starting to dump. Look at the price fluctuations, the vector candles at the highs. Okay? Now, what I'm saying to you is based on what we see right now, and that's what's important. You need to get it in your heads. This is what we see right now. Who cares about what's happened? Who cares about what's going to happen? Our decisions are based on what we see right now. When we come to the marketplace and we see something, we pay to play. That's the name of the game. If you can't accept that and you need more information, you need more confirmation, you will miss the trade. You will only know if you understand something, if you apply it in practice. If you're putting down hard money, make sure it's money that you are happy to manage. okay? Because there are people that are trading with money that they don't like to manage. They're not comfortable managing the loss. They're not comfortable managing the variance and the exposure to risk, all right? Make it as cheaply as possible. Here's a little tip that you can go. Probe your bets, all right? It's no different to what PC Shed has shown in his videos about building a position. He'll start off with 1x, all right? And then as the trade goes in his favor, he then adds his positions and he micromanages his exposure, all right? The same applies here. If you are desperate to try and see if this short is going to play out, start off with the most minimal amount. Pay to play. That's the name of this game, guys. But remember, okay, you are responsible for what you decide to do. Not all of you have the same concept of what this strategy is about. Some guys will see things differently. Some guys will use different things to make the decision. All right. Ultimately, you need to look at the bigger picture. What is Ethereum doing now? All right. What is she giving you? With all the information that I've been giving you guys over this channel, on this channel, okay, you need to understand the behavior of the market maker. He has no choice but to reveal himself. All right? He has no choice. Why? Because he needs to make some money. This is the first time that Ethereum has actually come back to the 50 EMA on notable volume. Now, if you go back in the previous streams, yes, I know, they are long. They are tiresome. But who said it was easy finding gold? Who said gold was easy to find? Who said it wasn't a struggle? Right? It's there. Why? Because it's in real time. We are translating what the market maker is doing in real time. That is why I keep telling you to go back and watch the streams. Not because I want the views on there. Couldn't give a shit. It's because everything that I'm talking about there repeats itself. So that when you come to a live stream right now, you and I are on the same page. You ain't asking the questions, is Bitcoin going to go up or down? You on the same page as me and you're asking yourself saying, okay, will this pattern play out? But in the back of your mind, you've been watching the previous streams and you've been seeing the variations of the head and shoulders formation, and you will know whether or not this could be the head and shoulders pattern that we are waiting for with Ethereum. For all I know, I could be fucking wrong and price will continue back to the upside. The previous red candles right here could be completely recovered. All right? That's how sporadic Ethereum is right now. All right? This is the chaos of the marketplace, guys. And this is the element of uncertainty. You are witnessing uncertainty at its best. Okay? So far, Ethereum is behaving the way I want her to behave. All right? Underground, what are you asking? Manipulate. This is what I'm about to talk about. Okay? So far, Ethereum looks like she's behaving the way we need her to behave. Pay attention. Price spikes the high here. The Hong Kong session pulls back. Notable volume gets delivered here. Pay attention to every vector candle doesn't finish at the lows. What is that saying to you? It's saying to you that they don't really want lower prices to build longs at lower points. All right? Let me start again. Notice the vector candle. It's not finishing at the lows. Next vector, not finishing. Next vector, not finishing. When vector candles are appearing at the highs, could this be the market maker effectively saying to us, if it's not closing at the lows, then that means they're not favoring lower prices in the sense that they don't want to gather more longs at lower prices. Does that mean that they've managed to gather what they've wanted in this area now? Okay, and now they've effectively finished their long game, and now they're starting to release the equity that they've drawn in, okay, in their shorts to the upside. Are they getting ready to release them? Because remember, these candles mean they're either building longs or closing longs and closing their shorts at the same time. Why? Because the liquidity is there to facilitate that. They could be closing longs from down here. They could be closing shorts from down here. there is so many variations to these candles. The key thing is to utilize them when the momentum steps in. So once they start breaking these candles, once these candles start breaking key notable areas, you ride the momentum. So if you see a vector candle come and break through the 50 EMA, when it retraces back up and then continues back to the downside and prints another red vector candle, you're going to ride that momentum. Okay? So the manipulation is present. Price is not finishing at the lows on the vector candles. All right. Now, listen, guys, I know you guys are using TradingView. All right. Now, I know TradingView, not all the candles print the same way. A lot of people saying that they've got, there's a little bit of an issue where if I talk about a red candle on MT4, it's not present on TradingView. If you do have access to an MT4, make MT4 the basis of your vector candle decisions. All right, because it will help you there, because this platform and the indicators are designed for MT4. The candle volume candle is based on tick volume. Tick, the amount of times price changes. Okay, it's not the amount of contracts that are purchased, it's based on how many times price changes in that zone. All right. Okay then, so more manipulation. Okay, notice how they hit the key 3,500 mark and snap straight back. Do you know how many guys got their orders filled up there? Unfortunately, and funnily enough, welcome to Manipulation City. 3,500 spikes at the top of the New York session. What do we know New York is famous for? The reversal. Why does price reverse? Okay. Why does price reverse? Go back in time and look at the New York session. There's notable volume at the key points in New York. Look at this right here. Notable volume in the New York session. The Brinks box, price sells off, and then the next vector candle comes in, New York reversal to the upside. Notable volume, right, sorry, let me go back. Let me get another New York session. One that you'll understand. Here you go. Look at this one here. Brinks box selling off at the New York session. At the low, vector candle pushes it back up, New York reversal. Go back in time and have a look at New York reversal, guys, and you'll be able to see it. You'll use the Brinks box and effectively give you the chance to understand how to use the New York reversal, because there are guys that only trade the New York reversal. All right. Now, what does Ethereum need to do? We'll take a look at this blue line going across the chart right here. All right. That's the daily open. She came away from the daily open, came back, tested it, came below. Tried to go back up, came below again. Went back up, tested it again. Went all the way to the top, came back, came below it, came back above it. The amount of times that it's tested the open, all right, that is a clean signal that they kind of favor lower prices, right? Which is why I'm anticipating Ethereum to either formulate the third shoulder, all right, the final shoulder on the head and shoulders. Okay, notice how they're working the lows. Pins, 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 pins. All right, I'm not seeing pins at the highs. I'm seeing pins at the low. Okay, that means they're working the lows at they're working the orders to the downside, trapping them up whilst price rises, and then using that same liquidity to reverse price to the downside. My projections for Ethereum, only if this zone holds, I'm looking at 314, 3141, and then the 380 mark, 3084, and then in that zone right there, guys, we have the psychological high and low for the week. All right, so it's really important that you pay attention to all this stuff here, guys. All right, this is only if Ethereum holds. Now, if you notice, Ethereum, yes, she's recovered the previous red candles, but I'm not seeing follow-through candles. Look at what happened here. The vector candle came down, price spiked the low, and then it recovered pretty much the whole candle and went some to achieve 3,500. Instantaneously drops, goes below the daily open, breaks the pivot, comes back down and reverses back up after testing the 50. Remember, it broke the 50 completely. Ethereum has not done that for a long time, which is why I'm saying to you, this point in the chart right now could be make or break for Ethereum. If Ethereum continues higher, she will need to completely take out these zones here and gain at least one ADR cycle to the upside for me to convince that this area is now been broken. All right, she would effectively need to move from this point all the way. Yeah, she would need to hit at least above the range daily high, which is above the ADR. The ADR for today's session is 2,473. She needs to go above that for me to believe that Ethereum favors higher prices. But for all we know, Hong Kong could step in and completely wipe the floor with it. Alternatively, could they be starting another move to the downside? What day is it tomorrow? It's Wednesday. Are we going to see a midweek reversal? Haven't you noticed that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, they haven't really gone anywhere? Will Ethereum break the 50 and continue down? Alternatively, she could continue down to the 200 EMA and then continue back up. This could be an opportunity for them to take profits. Look at what she's doing now. She's actually starting to move away from the zones. The gap down got filled and Ethereum now looks like she's dropping to come and test the daily open. The daily open is going to be very symbolic. All right? It's really important. Bitcoin, let's have a look at what she's going to do. Bitcoin right now, she has gapped down, okay, but she's looking to recover. That's ideally what we need Bitcoin to do. My projections for Bitcoin are the 56 zone and the 58 zone, only on the principle that they are finished. Remember, Bitcoin hasn't actually taken out the previous peak formation, all right? Sorry, previous level 1 drop, all right? So you got the level 1 rise, drop, consolidation, up she goes, takes out for level 2. This effectively is sort of level 2 still, all right? We're still waiting for level 2 to come and play out. But there could be a reset where we could see a pattern form and then we see the 50, retrace, continuation back to the upside. Do I still see my projections to the towards 59 and 60 for Bitcoin? Of course I do. Still see 70 as my projection. That's where I'm looking Bitcoin to go. All right. Remember, guys, on the higher time frames, I'm not really paying attention to them too much. This is a short-term day trading strategy. If there is a head and shoulders forming on the higher time frames, fair game. But the head and shoulders formation is going to take a longer time before it actually plays out, if there is one there and if it does play out. All right. Ultimately, I'm looking for the quick grabs. Notice how close my projection points are. They are towards the previous, they are towards the previous liquidity pools that have been set by the market makers earlier on this week. Okay. That's what we're waiting for Bitcoin to do. Right now, Bitcoin is effectively holding or attempting to try and break above the M2 point. If the M2 point shows support, price will then aim for the M4, which takes out the previous projections. All right. But you have to understand one thing, guys. Ultimately, this move by Ethereum has been influenced by fundamental analysis, psychological adaptation to that news. Okay. The NFTs are going crazy. Everyone needs to use the Ethereum network to effectively buy and sell NFTs. That's why the value of Ethereum is going up. But Ethereum is going up too much. At what point do we realize a return? Okay? And this is what you need to have in the back of your mind. Now, some of you may be taking stabs. Some of you might be taking shots, hoping that Ethereum's going to drop. Have any of you been building shorts with Ethereum? Well, please be careful. I'm waiting for shorts to get started. I'm waiting so that I can start opening some shorts and building my short game. I'm either going to go and build my shorts on the way down as they play out, or I'm going to wait and see and then put my size down and see where she's going to go. All right. But if I do that, then it means I have to hunt and monitor the trade continuously. And I haven't got the time to do that. I will be so fatigued doing that. And I did that last week and it completely took me out. All right. So manage your expectations. Wait for the pattern to play. If Ethereum, look at this is why you'll have so much time. All right. Notice if Ethereum does break down. Okay. Look at how much time you're going to have. Remember, what are we waiting for? Waiting for a break of the 50 EMA. Notice how this pattern is effectively playing out from the projections channel that I put out today and to the Patreons today. We said that price will need to come back from this point. It will make a retrace, continuation to the downside. She looks like she's playing that pattern out. Why? Because we projected that this will be the right shoulder. Price will need to come up into that zone, which she's done exactly just that. And then she's pulled back. Go into the projections channel and you'll see it, guys. All right. Patrons, please make sure you're checking out the previous posts as well. All right. We've been on it today with you guys. Now, this is what I was talking about in terms of timing. I love Gary Vaynerchuk, man. The guy's a machine. The guy puts it straight. And if you've understood Gary Vaynerchuk, you'd know that I've said something that he said before. And I said that to you guys. You know, if someone were talking about the swearing and all that stuff. And he said, right, about when he was talking to, he was explaining, someone asked him, you know, is it right that you swear in front of your daughters and what have you? And Gary Vaynerchuk was pretty much saying, look, when you swear, you are demonstrating, you know, that you're being sincere and you care. All right. Because if I say to you, hey, guys, I care about you, you'll be like, yeah, okay, he cares about us. Fair enough. Cool. But if I say to you, I give a fuck about you guys and it's important to me, you're going to kind of take that seriously, even off anyone that says that. If I say, yo, I give a fuck about you, man, I'm angry at you because I care about you, you're going to take that seriously. And that's Gary Vaynerchuk. When he said that, that resonated with me because I swear a lot. I do swear a lot. But that's because I choose to use those words to express myself. Does it mean I have a limitation on my use of linguistics? No. If I need to speak correctly, I will speak correctly. Do I have boomer moments? Yeah. Do I trip up? Of course I fucking do. Who doesn't? All right? When it's time to speak properly, we speak properly. Until I meet the Queen, I don't need to speak properly. All right? That's pretty much the story. Now, let me explain something to you. Nick. Have a potty mouth. Pretty much, Scott. Pretty much. You know what, guys? Last week's boomer moment, no, Sunday night's boomer moment, that completely switched me up. Give me a 1 if you were at the stream on that boomer moment, man. I need to know who was there. Oh, man. Oh, my God. No. No. Not that many. Fuck. No. Yeah, Excellent's got the right idea. Which one? Oh, my days. Look, I know I'm not a boomer. But shit, man. My behaviour's like that. You know? I mean, sat talk. This is why I ain't going off the screen, guys. You notice that I'm staying on MT4. When I start switching up the screen saying, let me show you this, let me show you that, that's boomer-worthy moments, man. I ain't doing that, man. Because I'll just notice something and I'll just start talking away and not really pay attention to what's going on. And I need to transition the screen. And it's only when I see the chat going where I'm like, oh, fuck. I haven't changed the screen. I've spent 10 minutes talking about something that they can't see. What's going on, man? Oh, my days. Oh, man, it ain't no THC, bro. Man, those days are done for me, man. Back in the day, you know? Back in the day. I mean, I used, you know, the endonesia, you know, I'm not going to shy away from it, okay? We have done it in the past, especially at university. But I aced my uni years, man, purely because of it. I just stayed in and read every single day. I read about topics that I didn't need to care about. Have I ever used any of the topics that I've studied at university? No, I haven't. I mean, statistics, could use them, but I'm not a quantitative trader or a qualitative trader. I don't care about the statistics. The only statistics that I pay attention to are sample size. That is it. Anything else after that, no interest. You know, do I care about how Tesco's and Sainsbury's manages my data in light of how they're going to advertise to me what the next thing I could buy based on my buying patterns? No interest. Am I really going to be in a bartering situation between Tesco's and Sainsbury's and say, I understand how you manipulate the data that you get from my buying habits? No interest. They don't really teach you anything. I would love for universities to teach you this kind of thing, but they see it as gambling. What can I say? It's speculative investments. What can you say? You know? Let me get back to what I was saying here, okay? This is why you have plenty of time to place a trade, especially when you're on the 1 hour, all right? If Ethereum comes back down and breaks below the 50, what will happen? Price will break it. What will we expect? We will always expect to retrace back to the 50, all right? So at that point, you can say to yourself, okay, if the 50 is confirmed as resistance, I'm going to place my trade towards the downside. What do you fucking see? You see the inverse of the pattern. That's what you see. If this plays out, guys, memorize it. Consider the context behind what has been happening. They've been giving money away for too long. And notice how the move to the upside has been a little bit more sharp. What do we know about sharp moves? Fast move is the false move. Look at the vertical move. It's pretty much vertical. Okay? This move, look, is controlled. Slow trend is the true trend. But look, it's gone up too sharply for me. Not happy with it. Am I smelling the market maker stepping in? Is that the true manipulation right there? Now look at Ethereum. Are you guys cool with Ethereum? You know? Oh, Beastmaster, man. I wish I was you. Mike, what are you chatting about, bro? Yeah, that is something that I do want. Yeah, Blood of Snow. When I right click, you can't see. Oh, shocking. I just put a sale. Damn. And another one. Oh, God. I need to close those. Shit. Okay. Are we good with... Yep, we're good with Ethereum. Okay. All right, cool. Cool. This is the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Yes, always wait for a pattern, man. Always wait for the retrace. Okay. This is what I was trying to get you guys to do. Right? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. When Bitcoin and XRP were basing down here, look at XRP. All right. Oh, look at that. XRP just spiked up and pulled back again. Okay. She's going to come to recover this previous zone here. 151. She's going to come to recover it, but she's in line with the 50 EMA. Price is going to break up, retrace, continuation to the upside. I'm still projecting these zones. And this is why I'm saying to you guys the importance of going back in the previous streams. If you do one thing, all right, when you come to tonight's stream, and if anything plays out, come back and watch it again, because you are learning how price moves. I'm trying to get you guys exposed to screen time, but understanding what's going on behind that. Because most people that come into trading stare at the fucking screen and don't know what to do. And that's wasting screen time, you know? You're there with your eyes wide shut, okay? I'm trying to help you guys understand what to look for. If this pattern plays out for Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin, the first thing you're going to do is go back and watch this stream, because you're going to see the development of the candlesticks. You're going to know in the back of your mind, you're going to be hearing what I'm saying to you and understanding something, which is why I say to you, patterns develop below moving averages or above. If you see XRP comes back up and hits this 151, you'll understand why, because it came back and it hasn't taken out the previous swing to the upside from this area here. Look, this is the low there. It hasn't taken out this liquidity down here, all right, which tells me that the level is still fine. This is effectively level 2, all right? If it goes down lower and effectively breaks this zone, it will be a reset, but then we should see a pattern form. Could this be a W formation playing out? Who knows? We look on the actual TDI and we can see outside the volatility band, but not as much as what it was here, which tells me that price was closing higher as it was making lows. All right? So it's not that volatile to the downside. Does that mean that they could be sending price back up? All right. If we look at Ethereum as well, which is something that I spoke about on the projections channel, look at Ethereum on the TDI. Go on to the 15-minute time. Well, the hourly. Look at the divergence. Look at that. M formation at the first high. Then as the next high was made, look at the variance. Sorry, look at the RSI. Way below. Below the market base. It's close. It's approaching towards the lower volatility band. Look at that. Divergence right there. It's made a high there, man. And look at the strength. It's closing lower as it's making highs. Yeah? These are the things that you need to keep an eye out. This is the list of confluences, man. All right? Is that news that's come out? Imran, thank you very much for that. But you see what I mean, guys? Imran, look at that, man. I'm not looking at fundamental analysis, okay? You've just justified to me that XRP has effectively signed something with the US Treasury, okay? So price is now moving up. Why? Are you saying to me, right, that XRP has now just moved because they've just signed an agreement? So that token, you're saying to me that has that information just been leaked to the marketplace now? When was that information released? More importantly, what I'm trying to get at, okay? I'm just seeing something. What I'm trying to get across to you is they know this information before it hits the market. So they set up price so that they can capitalize on it. They set up their longs, information comes out, people respond to it, price moves into the previous zones that they have been built. Because if we simply waited for price to move based on news that comes out straight away, okay, the marketplace will be crazy. Look at what Donald Trump did that time, right? This is why they didn't like Trump in the financial world, because he would say something which could trigger sell-offs or massive pumps to the upside. All right. They didn't like that. They didn't, Donald Trump wouldn't give the market maker the chance to respond. They wouldn't give him a chance to build positions and move price in the way that they want to move it. So that information was only an hour ago. Okay. So you're saying to me that no one knew that was going to happen until an hour ago. Bullshit. You can't tell me that this game, the guys behind the scenes don't know what information is coming out. Fuck that. No chance. There is no chance in hell that they would not know or were not aware of this meeting taking place. Okay? Which is why they build positions in such a way. What better way to actually build a position knowing that sort of information is coming out? Now, depending on how well or great that information is, price is going to move somewhere. Yeah? Price will move somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Listen, Scott, whatever happens, whenever it was released, ultimately, they were moving price down. Okay? They were moving price down. And then they release the information, bang. Price then starts to reverse. Regardless, do you know what? Whether it's fake or not, speculation itself moves price. People respond to it, you know? That's why I don't like, fundamental news or statistics that come out unless they are hard statistics. Like, for example, non-farm payrolls, in Forex. They can't lie about statistics like that. This is the problem with the crypto world, guys. Someone could say something, it could be valid or not. Did Michael Saylor say something? Did he? Did he not? Was it something that he said previously? Don't know. Let's just respond to the marketplace. Let's just go to the market and just buy Bitcoin anyway because he's talking about it. Samuel, this is why I don't follow fundamental analysis. Not fundamental analysis, but news. All right? This is the problem with crypto. News can come out at a moment's notice. It's not structured like Forex. Every start of the month, in the first week at the start of the month, we know that non-farm payrolls are going to come out. Some, CPI index is going to be coming out. We can plan our moves. That's how the market makers move in Forex. They build their positions in anticipation of the result of that information. They know that information, so they build their positions based on that information. It's a very select group of people, guys. All right? They know this information. All right. They need to exploit the liquidity so they can move it into places where it favors them so that when the news comes out, people are startled by it and it moves in such erratic ways. And they always end up finishing whatever cycle they're in, whatever level they are in. They always move price into the desired zone that we are expecting her or the price to do. All right. Bitcoin. Bitcoin ain't really doing anything. She is not really doing anything. Here we go. 3 vectors to the downside. She's actually moving down, but they're working the lows. They're working the lows. Notice the pins. Pin to the low. Pin, 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 pin. What are they doing? Look at the psychological high and low for Bitcoin. Where's it at? There's the psychological, there we go. Forgive me with all these lines. There's the psychological high for Bitcoin. If you haven't got this, write this down now. If you haven't got it, get it down. Here we go. Bitcoin. 58017 is the psychological high. Type 1 when you've done it. I got myself a cup of tea. Happy days. Cool. Psychological low. Get it down. Psychological low for Bitcoin is 56. Sorry. 56. Let me out there. Psychological low is 56,169. Okay. You got that information? Happy days. Panther, do I have whipped cream in my tea? Are you mad, bro? Who puts whipped cream in their tea? EVN Crypto. Tino, just to fully understand it, can retail truly move the market? I just don't believe that. Retail is bait. This afternoon, Ethereum volume spiked 873 million in 15 minutes. That's no retail volume, right? This is what you need to understand, right? There is no amount of retail traders that can come to the marketplace and move price in such a way. However, you've got the likes of Dogecoin. You've got the likes of these guys in these Discord groups that do the pump and dumps. Why do they always pick the low cost coins? You know, if you get a really, really, really cheap coin and throw 70 grand at it, of course you're going to get it pumped up. All right. But where is the money going to, who is going to come to Ethereum with that much money as a retailer to try and move price? Do you understand what the market cap for Ethereum is on a day-to-day basis? The turnover of trading volume, all right? You'd have to have several whales doing something to get that sort of volume. But ultimately, market maker needs to fulfill that. No way will they allow such a large amount of money to come into the marketplace without it being filtered in slowly. You'd break the market. So it always is within it's within certain parameters. There has to be a level of control. You think when Elon came to Bitcoin and said, I want to buy Bitcoin, you think he just dumped $1 billion into Bitcoin? Nah. We got told that he was interested in buying Bitcoin or has brought Bitcoin. He brought Bitcoin 2 weeks before he declared that he brought it. They will never buy at the price, or should I say, they never buy whilst price is moving in a certain direction on the day that they decide to buy. It happens over a period of time. You can't come to the marketplace and dump $1 billion into it straight away. You'd fuck the market. All right? It would send people crazy. Okay? They do it in segments. They come to the market maker and they say, I need you to dump. It's like at the start of the week, the market makers know they have certain targets to sit. They have certain targets of where they need to move price to. The only way they can do it is if they dump money slowly and surely into price. How are they going to induce the retail trader to commit any money? Let's be honest now. How many of you guys, press 1, how many of you guys have been sat on the sidelines waiting for Ethereum to turn over? How many of you? Okay. There you go. You see? A lot of people have been sat on the sidelines. I'm hoping that you sat on the sidelines, guys. All right? Now, those of you that have traded, okay, you FOMO'd and it ended badly. You paid to play, my friend. That's the basis of it. Okay? You see, when something is rising so much, even the basic trader realizes that he needs to see price retrace. Okay? Which is why it looks like Ethereum now could potentially topple. Let's have a look at Ethereum's cousin, Litecoin. Litecoin usually tends to move before anything else. Have a look at what she's doing on the 1 hour. Look at that. Notable volume, very extended away from the 50 EMA. The final push, the fast move is the false move. And then she comes back down. Could this be the start of the descent of both Ethereum, Litecoin, and could Bitcoin and XRP hold? Could the fractional disparity now come into play? If Ethereum continues to drop, will Bitcoin and XRP hold? Or will they continue back up? Because if you noticed last week when Ethereum was slowing down, okay, at the highs, Bitcoin and XRP made their move. So that kind of tells me that they were taking money out of Ethereum, putting it into Bitcoin. Now they're taking it out of Ethereum completely. Where could they put it? But alternatively, guys, you know what? She could do whatever she wants. She could just drop. They could drop across the board and come back down and test these previous zones. Look, XRP, I mean, there was not really much accumulation in this zone, but you can see down here, there is a pocket right there of accumulation right down there. Okay, there's another pocket down there. Could that be a zone? I mean, it is below the 800 EMA. The last time the 800 EMA was touched by XRP, she bounced aggressively away from it. All right, Bitcoin, where is she at? Let's have a look. What zone could spark interest for Bitcoin? Well, let's look. I mean, look at that. Look at that zone. That brings us down to 49 to 48. Back to where we were a couple of weeks ago. Could that be the zone? And that is literally away from the 800 EMA. Now, look, the 800 EMA and the 200 is pretty flat. Bitcoin has a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. This aggressive move to the downside. Fast move is the false move. Accumulation, accumulation. What are they doing? Yeah? Got to be increased. Extremely careful. 3 vector candles to the downside. Doesn't close at the lows. Pins the low. Effectively retracing back up. The moving averages are flat, stagnated, doing nothing. We need to wait and see. All right. Okay, so we've got that as well, Infinex. Money's going into Doge because people are expecting a pump after Elon's Saturday Night Live appearance. See that? There you go. How can a cryptocurrency be influenced based on someone's appearance on Saturday Night Live? That's messed up. You know, they say Bitcoin's the fashionable coin. Nah, Dogecoin, man. Dogecoin. Me and Mike had a conversation. Mike called it last time. Last time when everything across the board was dropping, Doge was rising. Happy days. The same thing has happened again. Look what's happened. Doge is rising. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP dropping. You understand? Cool. Are we happy, guys? Yeah? People are idiots. Philip, I've been stuck in a trade in Bitcoin since yesterday. Got in very close to the psychological low, but damn, I'm stubborn. I'm still hanging on for level 3. PC Shed has just come on with something interesting. Dogecoin is up due to a Toro listing. It listing it to their 20 million members. Well, look at that for liquidity. Look at that. Getting listed on eToro. Wow. It's 29. Someone talks, it moves. This is true. But it's going to get to the point, yeah, where when someone talks so much about something, it's just going to get dismissed. You know, the amount of times that information has been leaked or gets sent, you know, spoken out on about certain currency coin, certain forex pairs, right? Like news that you'd think that would move the market, and it didn't do anything. Because the marketplace tends to have this thing where it kind of knows what's going to be happening next. You know, non-farm payrolls, they expected it to be a higher figure. It came in lower, but they didn't respond to it. Why? Because they have different intentions. Better news is coming out. More important news is coming out. Sometimes when the non-farm payrolls gets released, and then you've got the Fed having a conversation, or the Fed minutes getting released, or there's going to be a discussion amongst the group members in the Fed. Okay, the Federal Reserve, you know, the market makers effectively wait for that conversation because they can anticipate what the non-farm payrolls is going to be. They understand the general dynamics of things. Of course, all the figures are going to be inflated with coronavirus, all right, because everyone's going back to work. They're going to be inflated. Happy days. They ain't going to use that as the information to move markets. Nah, people see straight through that. The general sentiment is that they're expecting it to be higher than what it was. But when they've got information that allows them to really manipulate the price where it surprises people, then bang, that's when they're able to move price. Yeah? So I hope, guys, that you guys have got what you need from this. Okay? Max MTS, have you actually selected all notifications on for the bell? Because you can select one notification. What's going on, Zane, man? How you doing? You need to select all the notifications. I mean, if they're trying to hold the notifications, guys, you know what? We're still here, man. You know, I'm using YouTube as a platform just to effectively communicate with all of you. As long as you're in the Discord, all right? If you need links to the Discord, go into the description. Everything is there. You want to join the Discord, it's all there. All right, make sure you join the projections channel. I've pinned it to the chat and it's also in the description as well. All right, because the streams, they are long, but you notice I'm trying to cut them down and make them shorter so that it's easy for people to view. We get straight into the price and have a little bit of a conversation, but the projections channel is there. We've completed the April month of projections. Go back and have a look at them. Go back and have a look. You'll get 6 to 10 minute videos explaining to you what's going on with Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin. There's no confusing other coins. It's just those 3 coins so you guys can understand how the patterns work and how things play out. All right? It's there just to educate you guys and let you in on what I've been staring at for the past 11 years. All right? I mean, it's been a graph, tell you that, guys. You know? Khalid, what's good, bro? I believe a gentleman has been kind enough to make me an NFT. All right? He's been kind enough to make me an NFT, man. Hey, lad. Serious moderation there, bro. Yeah, we usually we stream between... So... My schedule is like this, guys. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are the days where I stream. Okay. Sunday night is usually either going to be a giveaway, okay, or it's going to be a quick introduction to the market because we always like to establish the psychological high and low. All right. It's not a long stream. All right. Got to be conscious of people in their Sundays. Before I wasn't, because I was like, right, I need to get this information out to you guys. And it got to the point where people were saying, yo, I'm losing sleep, X, Y, and Z. All right. I too was losing sleep. But for me to really give you my best, I need to rest. Okay. During the daytime between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right, I'm continuously updating the patrons, keeping everyone pretty much informed about what's going on. We have the projections coming out every single day as well. All right. So you guys are getting all the real-time information. All right. I ain't just throwing up a video every now and then. It's real-time stuff. All right. Giving you my insight to what's going on in the price with the patterns in real time. I don't think you can get that anywhere else. All right. So, and we're going to try and fit in some gaming, which I believe we are going to be doing a little bit of gaming tonight. Ain't going to be too long because I need to be religious with my sleep pattern. All right. I've been getting a lot of sleep and it's been enjoyable for me and I've been performing well. All right. But I think we're going to finish this stream. We're going to head over to Twitch. We're going to do a bit of Call of Duty. All right. I'm just going to chill out, have a couple of games of Call of Duty, and then call it a night just to bring it down. We're going to look at charts still, you know, during the intervals on Call of Duty. We'll still look at charts. You know how it is. All right. But we're going to go over to Twitch and we're going to take it from there, guys. All right. But I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for everything. You guys have been, the support is just, it's just been unbelievable, guys. Got mad respect for you. Mike, do your thing. I've got to make myself a cup of tea. I've got to get myself set up. You know? I am going to rage on that shit, man. I'm going to lose my head there. Yeah, the sleep's been doing good. Yes, we're going to do a 1v1. We're going to do a 1v1. Me versus Mike. Console versus PC. Let's see how that works out. Mike hasn't got a voice, so he can't really scream at how fucked up I'm going to be on him. But, you know, it's been a different game. You know? Am I good at Call of Duty? I mean, fucking hell. I think I'm all right. I ain't no extravagant player. You know, I'm you know, if the player next to me is good, then fine, happy days. He's gonna get shot. I'll give you that. He's gonna get shot. I'm gonna kill him at least once. Am I talking it too down? Am I gonna unleash the beast? You know? Nah, it's all good, man. It's all fun and games, guys. It's all love. You know? But listen, mad love to all of you. Okay? I'm gonna get myself onto Twitch, make myself a drink, make yourself over there, get yourself over there, make yourself over there, losing my shit, man. All right? And we'll have a conversation on there. Okay? Tomorrow, remember, guys, I'm going to be having the tattoo tomorrow. Okay? So, just get ready for it. Okay? Cool. Mad love to all of you guys. Enough respect. I'll be seeing you shortly. See you in a bit.